All right, this is James again. We're going to be talking about event number 3 that I'm calling cherry picking. So in this event, there's been a lot of confusion because there's 2 parts of each event on this one. There's a side A, which both athletes have to complete side A in order to move forward and advance. And then there's a side B, which is where the cherry picking comes in. For example, if you have a team that does not have handstand push-ups, they can cherry pick that portion of the workout and decide not to do the handstand push-ups and then just wait until they move on to a later portion of the workout, like maybe the chest to bar pull-ups, kettlebell swings, or the plate sit-ups. So the flow of the workout is one athlete starts the 400-meter row while the second athlete is doing the handstand push-ups. At the completion of the 400-meter row, the athletes will switch. Then the second athlete will do 400-meter row. The first athlete will then try to do handstand push-ups. After they're done with that row, then they advance to the second part, which is 50 double unders for athlete 1, while athlete 2 is trying to get points by doing chest to bar pull-ups, or in the case of skilled, they're doing chin above bar pull-ups. Once they're done with that, then they would switch. The other athlete would do the 50 double unders or 150 singles, and then the second athlete would be doing the pull-ups. After they're completed with that portion, they would move back again to the rower. Both athletes have to do the 400-meter row, and the scoring option is kettlebell swings. After they're done with that portion, then they find the final portion of the event is back to double unders or singles. Both athletes have to complete that. The scoring option at that point is plate sit-ups. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these movements real quick. On the row, it's important to remember that the athlete cannot touch the handles on the row until 3, 2, 1, go. So let's sort of simulate that. 3, 2, 1, go. As soon as he starts pulling on the rower, the other athlete, and we'll show this in a second, but the other athlete would start the handstand push-ups. All right, so Garrett's just going to roll a little bit, just like that. All right, the second portion of that, while partner B is going to be looking at handstand push-ups, it's 1 ab mat for RX and 2 ab mats for skilled. Let's go and talk about a couple. So go ahead and get up. At the bottom of the push-up, his head does have to touch the mat, and then he has to lock out on top with his feet actually remaining against the wall. Okay, let's go ahead and show a couple where you push away from the wall. So he touches there, but then he pushes away, so that would be a no rep, but then he actually got the rep because his feet touched. Let's show a complete push away where you hit the ground, push away. That's a no rep because his feet never touch the wall as he's going there.
No rep.
No rep, good call. All right, the next portion, once they finish, they would switch. So Garrett's gonna come to the handstand push-ups, Matt's gonna go to the row. So Matt would start rowing as soon as he can. The judge on the rower will actually reset the rower for him. As soon as he starts rowing, Garrett's going to have some opportunity. He doesn't have to do many, we're just demoing, but he would have the opportunity to score with the handstand push-ups. And of course, kipping is allowed. Now, once they finish this portion, Garrett's going to go back to his part A, which at this point is the double unders. So Garrett's going to go ahead and grab his rope and just kind of get ready for double unders. While Matt's scoring opportunity would now be the pull-ups, but Kobe's going to demonstrate the pull-ups here in just a second. So the second athlete would go there, and as soon as he starts doing his double unders, the second athlete can start doing his pull-ups. Okay? Good job, guys. All right, now once they're done and Garrett completes his 50 double unders, they're going to switch, come back around. Garrett's going to have his chance to do some pull-ups. And Kobe's going to do some double unders. Don't have to do a whole bunch, just kind of showing the flow. Good job, guys. Now, once they both finish that, then they're back. So he's going to come, Garrett's going to come back to the rower. And now the scoring option is going to be kettlebell swings, and Matt's going to demo that. Let's talk about kettlebell swings real quick. So he's going to pick it up. The kettlebell has to come between the legs and has to lock out on top. So let's see a couple of good reps right there. And good lockout on top. Knees, hips, and shoulders are locked out. As you can see, his wrist is slightly cocked a little bit, and that's okay as long as he's locked out. Show a bad rep where you don't lock out all the way on top. Right there is no rep. A little bit higher, come a little bit higher. No rep. Good job, and relax. Again, once they're done, then they would switch places. Matt, or the other athlete, would then go to the rower. Garrett would jump onto the kettlebell swing. They don't have to do any, I'm just kind of demoing. Now once they're done here and he finishes the 400-meter row, now they advance to the very last part, which is 50 double unders and plate sit-ups. So Garrett would start his double unders, and then Matt's going to demo the plate sit-ups. Let's talk about these real quick, and we'll come back to pull-ups in just a second. So the plate sit-up has to be touch the plate behind your head on the ground, and then the plate has to touch between the legs on top. Now, an important feature of this is that the body has to be vertical, right? It has to be straight up. So if we look here, his back is vertical. So do a couple where your back's vertical, just so we can see a couple of good reps there. Perfect, just like that. Garrett's right here ready to give some no reps. So let's do a couple where you don't get vertical. You can see his back is sort of leaning back.
No rep.
Those are all no reps. Even though the plate's touching between his legs, his body's not vertical, so he's getting a no rep. All right? Good job, guys. All right, let's go look at the pull-ups real quick with Kobe. All right, we're going to talk about a couple of, he's going to demonstrate first the chest to bar pull-up. So his chest has to physically touch the bar. Just like that, okay? Show a couple of no reps, what that might look like. And Garrett's giving him some good no reps. So even though he's getting high enough, you can obviously see his chest is getting high enough, but he's not physically touching. So good job. All right, next Kobe's going to show chin above bar for the scaled version. You know, looking for a good chin above the bar. There you go. Very good. Now show a couple of no reps. He can do some butterflies. He can do whatever. They can look ugly as long as he's getting that chin above the bar. A couple of no reps right there. Good job, guys. All right, guys, let's talk about the flow of the workout real quick because there's a lot of questions on that. In the event, remember, it's called cherry picking. So let's say that in the first part of the workout, we have a 400-meter row and the handstand push-ups. If the athlete on the rower decides to kind of go a little bit slower to give his partner some more time, that is okay. However, the rower must be moving the whole time in order for it to count. So let's demo that real quick. So Garrett's going to go ahead and start rolling. 3, 2, 1, go. He's rolling, but he's taking a really slow pace because his partner over here is about to smash out like 200 handstand push-ups because he's really good at them. All right? So good job, guys. Now let's demo the other. Let's say that we have a team that the partner's not so good at handstand push-ups. So on 3, 2, 1, go. This guy's going to go crazy, and this guy can't do any handstand push-ups. He's like, I just can't get them. So he's failing. So he's going to go ahead and come off. So go ahead and come off, Matt. Like, he's really bad at them. He just can't do them. So he can just wait. He can just sit here while his partner rows. As soon as his partner finishes 400 meters, they have to switch. And he can start rowing as soon as he gets in. And let's say this partner's really bad as well. He tries to do a handstand push-up. He can't because he just can't figure it out. Again, if he chooses to, he can just wait and he can just rest while this partner's nailing out the 400-meter row. As soon as they're done with the 400-meter row, at that point they switch back and then they can start the second portion of the workout. So to answer that question, you can pace yourself on both the row and the jump rope as long as you're still making an effort to do them so that your second partner can get as high of a score as possible. Thank you.